Mic check, 1, 2. There we go. Took me long enough. And here we are. What's up? What's up? What's up? I thought I started the video already. Then I looked and noticed my audio was really, really low. It still is. Let me try to boost it up to get a cool level so I can do my thing. You know what? So let me just show everybody something. I went to my I was getting whooped right here. I went to my original GLB account today and seen that I had started in season 1 of GLB, which was like 2008. Not GLB2, which I play now, but season 1 of GLB. Somehow I found that game and I was one of the first people playing it. So that was crazy to look at. But what are we doing here for the people who are interested? We are setting up our new team. We're 0-1. Who did we lose to? Let me see. We lost to plenty of people in scrimmages, but who did we lose to start? Oh, the Logzilla Boys, which is a really good team. I mean, they got all CPU players, and still Czar is just smashing me. But look how many championships he got. And he been playing this game. Look, like, come on now. And he been playing this game for about as long as I have. But I don't know if he's been active all that time. Has about 5, you see coaches right here, probably more. Let's see how many more coaches. But this game is like a real thing, and so I'm just showing people how I get it in. Well, we don't got no more coaches. But anyway, what I'm focusing on today is setting up defensive packages. I'm in an active season, so I run a lot of scrimmages, and I'm really not really focusing on anything like over game, playing it against the other team. Maybe I might if I notice a hole or something, but I'm more or less trying to get my offense or team ready for the season. And so we done ran about, you could do 8 a day. And if I'm at the house and chilling with my family, I might get all 8 scrimmages in one day just because I feel like it. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm going to go into some defensive tactics, and we'll start to talk about that. Because when dealing with the best guys who play this game, it's just like real competition. Like, they never give you an easy day or an easy win. You gotta go in and do it. So I got you know me. I've been playing this forever, and I do this. These are all my different playbooks. I got a playbook for each team, so it really don't work too good to scout our team because we're gonna come onto the field with a playbook just for you. But dealing with defensive playbooks and how real the game is. Some of the things we got to do. One of the things I was testing in this preseason is a package I call Cover 4. But instead of going into the package that I've already tested, I'm going to make a new one. All right. And so we're just going to go to my playbooks. And I'm going to make a new Cover 4 package just to talk about defenses and stuff. And stuff that I was seeing and observing and stuff that I expected and didn't expect. So I'm going to call this one Cover 4 2. All right, even though I could go edit Cover 4. But if anybody know what a Cover 4 is, it got 4 up top. If you're watching this video, you know what a Cover 4 is. You know what I'm saying? We got 4 in the zone up top, so we ain't tripping. We sometimes might have let me give you an example of it. Cover 4. So you see these 4 blue dots up top? 4 blue circles represent deep coverage in the Cover 4, obviously. I was just experimenting with doing some different stuff, Cover 4s, to watch the outside run. And I learned a lot about this game. I mean, I learn a lot about it every day. But particularly, I got a lot of flav that I want to bring in for the new season. So here's something I learned about, and let's go into GLB Scout and look at my recent games and see is what I'm thinking true. Because I think this one play that I found first of all, let's go to the most cumbersome formations in the game. Hard to stop. One of them is 3 wide receiver trips. If you see, you don't know what 3 wide receiver trips look like, I can give you an example. Just go into one of these playbooks. I'm going to go to single back trips. And you see it's 3, if you can see my screen and see how much bigger I can make it. You'll see that there are 3 wide receivers on the left side. That's a trips formation. Now, what a lot of people exploit these trip formations because, as you see, you got the whole right side of the field open. And having the whole right side of the field open like this creates a problem for people who, you just bought this game. Not bought the game. You don't have to buy it, but you just signed up, got you an account, you bought a team, and you're trying to run your team and you get blew out. Like, you could get blew out like college football on this game. Like, if you don't know what you're doing, you could get blew out 106, even worse, to nothing. You know what I'm saying? And so what I'm not really going to go over all of the fundamental ways that people stop these plays. What I'm going to do is just put a little repository of things that I've learned online so people can gauge, and then we'll give examples of it. And what I'm going to go see right now is I played. Shout out to the subscriptions I get from Russia. It's crazy. Ever since I've been talking about this game, I've been getting subscriptions from Russia. So if you sign up to the game, use my referral code. How about that? And whatever. But here we're going to go into the team scout. I'm going to scout my own team. In order to do that, get our team ID. Hold on, this is too big for me. This is the Junior Tigers, just a rookie team I'm making, so I don't mind the struggles we're going through. But our big team won our first game against the computer, so I really wasn't tripping. I've been cutting players. Look at this roster. I've been making players up until yesterday, man. Because when I plan something and it don't come out the way that I planned it, it gets me more involved. And so here we're going to take my team ID and pop it into the team scout and scout my own team. And sometimes it's good to scout your own team if you're into that, because obviously you need to know what you do good and what you don't do good. You probably think you know, but I played one game with the scheme I set up, and I'm going to whip out that scheme one time. I've been playing it a lot in the preseason in my scrimmages, but I'm just going to whip it out a couple times in the season, because I don't want people to think that that's what we all about. So I don't know if they got my most recent games played on here. So what I discovered anyway, let's get back to it while we pulling up that game. What I discovered is something that helps really well with that single back trips error people having. You got to cover the tight end who might move out to the right, or you got to cover dang, I don't want to go on any of those playbooks. You got to cover the tight end, or you got to cover. Look, this is what I did. I went to a quarters, and I did it on purpose just to see what type of coverage this was going to give me. And this cover 4 that you could probably run right up the middle on, but those ain't the type of instances that you want to use it in. This cover 4 out of the quarters, not the one that we traditionally most people run out of the 3-2-6. Nah, the cover 4 up out of the quarters was doing some impressive stuff against every play people tried except one play. and that was a halfback sweep to the left, the weak side, because obviously they got trips on that side. And that play normally beats most. It normally beats most zone coverages because they don't line up in front of, they stay in their zone. And so if you got trips, you got 3 men against 2 on the left side. I'm going to go into the data and first see what my team done really well and really bad this preseason. I'm just looking at a few things. We over 50% with our quarterback sneak for first down. But the passing has been horrible. Big I wide receiver flag. Big I wide receiver flag. Let's look at that play. We are, in the preseason, we completed this play 33% of the time. Here's even one worse. Single back big tight end drive. We've completed this play 17% of the time. And then they give us all the footage right here. So I know why. I don't want to show y'all how my quarterback is built, but because I'm in an active season. But I know why. Look, here's some footage of us missing. Bow, right there. And so I guess I shouldn't have called this play so much in our first game because I had not looked at this data. Here's another more footage of us just missing it. But looking at things like this help you because when we do the pro set fullback screen strong, we have a 91% completion rate. Now, everyone knows it's not a weird thing to have a 100% completion rate with a fullback screen. But the way I built this team, this screen has been completely effective for us. So much so that our yards per carry on this screen in particular is 16 yards per carry out of 23 rushes. And we got all the footage here. I'm going to show you some crazy footage from me doing this screen, y'all. So look, this is one thing that helped me. Let me stop this right here. I'm going to make it, shout out to Grooves Minions or everybody. You know, it's just GLB. I'm going to zoom in on this so we can get a better view when we do this part. There's nothing better than to be zoomed in. Oh, I can't zoom in no more? Probably because I'm looking at it like this. Hold up, let me change my editor. There we go. Really all we want to see is what happens with the algorithms. As we tell the computer to do certain things, the computer, you build your team away and then you tell it to do something, and the computer does what it do. So we're going to look at this. This is a fullback screen against over Mike Edge. Now here's something. Certain plays become trendy on the games because just like in real football, if winning teams do them, right, then people are going to want to start doing it. So I'm not that type of player, so much so, but as far as having hella stars on my team, I came to a point of you can't beat them, join them. I had to go get more stars on my team, but that's the only place I folded. Things like this, I like to sit around and figure out which plays exploit the plays that people do. But the cool part about that are trending. This is an over Mike Edge, everybody running this play. So I sat here and tested all preseason until I really found them. And this is just one, but your team kind of got to be built like this. And so someone could go rebuild their team and then have a team built like this. But you don't know really what the team is built like. And that's not like a big jewel. It's not like we're no winning team or nothing. But look how we've been executing this play against the most popular defense on the game right now, which let us know we're set up for a very good oh yeah to the house. And don't think that this is not we don't do this with normalcy. His name is Chase Wiggles. Get to know him. Hold on. Get to know Chase Wiggles, because if you play GLB, he about to be lashing y'all this season. Watch him. He first stepping already. Y'all see him first stepping already? Because he like, I'm about to be out. That's what first step mean is a special ability that activates when you about to be out. But you got to have that special ability because you buy it with your skill points or what have you when you select your specials, your essays. So my goal is, okay, look, these dudes keep on blitzing this linebacker on the strong side all season. Matter of fact, this game they did this about 30 times. And so I sat around and went through the playbook for days and tested hella plays, kept losing games, kept getting sacks. And guess what happened? One game we made a breakthrough. And this kept on happening right here. This kept happening. So let's look at this, what's going on. Because, we playing chess. It's about the chess game, right? They got 5 on my 5. My tight end over here, which would normally be slowing down the blitz, they said, let's not line up on the tight end side. Let's let the safety cover him while we blitzing on the side with no bump. So one thing I know about building this team is to make my my offensive tackles wide loads. Everybody don't build the same. And that's what's good about the game. Some people will say, wide load. I never choose wide load. But the reason why I need wide load is because wide load helps them. They might bump the blitzer or slow down the blitzer as he's blitzing. They got like a 50% more chance of slowing down the blitzer as they blitz if he's a wide load. And so I kind of like, since the game has been going that way, at least these new rookies are wide loads. And so let's start watching the tick by tick. Now, first of all, they got 2 players that got off the ball quicker than mine, which let me know they got high snap reaction. You see how they got, but my other dude got up right with him, Kendall, but that's a computer player. Kendall got up right with him, and the play is in action. Luckily, he ain't got a lot of snap reaction because he's still standing there. But look, my Chase Wiggles, this is my blocker. Chase Wiggles is down too, but he thinking I'm about to fool these fools. Watch. So you're like, okay, it's time to go. They ain't getting the penetration they needed, but they got that free run, which is the reason why they running this play. And so I said, okay, well, this will be good, right? Because look, what we got here is a math problem. 1, 2, 3, 4. He got a big responsibility if you're going to run this play all season. He has to make a play, specifically against this offense right here. This is just a pro set fullback screen. And the pro set one has worked for us the best all season. To stop over Mike Edge. To make the defense play honest. You don't got to spam it like I've been doing it in the preseason. You might just want it in your repertoire to make. But if you got a blocking fullback or a slow fullback, it's not going to work. This fullback is named Chase Wiggles. And believe me, Chase Wiggles. So watching Wiggle on these fools. So when we go back to the chess problem, the chess match, we got 3 run blockers against possibly 3 balanced players because they got to do 2 things. They got 2 things to do. But my team is, we're not a running team. We got Warren Moon the 4th. So we could do both. And that's what killed people at this moment is balance. Because they got tags on the game to whether if the defense know you running, they're going to tag run, and all their defenses, each play, going to be looking for the run, and you ain't going to have a good game. So at one point, you could do a monster team. Some people still try it, but the momentum of the game right now really is balance. So we got 1, 2, 3 against 1, 2, 3. Now, there's a few keys to the build of this team, and one of them is having a really tough Cody Hyatt. He is a really tough wide receiver. He probably won't make many catches this season, but he's going to make sure that we got a great wall of China on this side all the time. All right? And so, provided that we got 3 run blocking tight end, and 2 run blockers, this is going to be optimum for us the majority of the time. And my quarterback is so fast that he's not tripping off the blitz. He's trying to draw the people towards them to help the fullback get into position. If your team is, if your fullback slow, this play won't work for you because he ain't gonna get way out here and clear this wall. The key to this play is really having a fullback that could get outside. Because normally when I was running, I had to keep rebuilding the players because the fullback would still be right about there when the blitz man would get to him. And so now that Chase got some wheels, he getting outside of these defenders, and now he just behind this wall, really. Like, that's the way the play's supposed to work. But a lot of the times when you run it, now look, you see he got knocked on his ass right here. Look at that backward position. And so really, there's a lot in play. But this is how you will analyze something like this once if you was really into it like we be into it. So that's just one thing to notice about me using over Mike Edge this season, what to watch out for, and particularly how to make teams that you have to play against that run that defense all the time honest. Simple things like that. But I got so many instances. This is all my test footage, because if you look through the footage, he got an 85-yarder off that play, a 73-yarder. So I guarantee you, if you look through the footage, and this is another way to know whether you're trend setting or whether you're a follower, because if you look through the footage, no one else is going to be running this play. It's going to be all my play, all me. Look, here go another one. They tried to stop it, right? And we could go back last season and keep on looking. I wasn't running it last season. But the fact that, hey, there we go. That's one good one. Right? So that's pretty cool. But if you want to see some of the better results, you're going to see stuff like this. Caught him slipping. Bruh. And you're not catching him. Let's see how many yards he get him by. He left that one dude by like 10 yards. He ran all out the screen, man. So, hold on. So, these are just things we're talking about typical video game exploitation, but we're not playing a video game because you can't control these players. You got to tell them what to do and come back and watch and see if you're strategizing was good. There he goes again, breaking another one on Albuquerque. He got him by about 15 yards, 10 yards, 7 yards. But that means he fast. So we'll go look at more of this footage and see that as I tested it through, here go a 94-yarder. Look. So this the same defense. Don't get it twisted. This is another defense, but in the same formation. It is the exploit of the 5-2 that people keep on running. But this one happened to be a zero-edge blitz. If we go back, you want to go back and look. So this is they got a zero-edge blitz nickel in. Didn't turn out well because we got Chase Wiggles. And believe me, Chase Wiggles, as you see. But hold on, we'll zoom in and watch. There you go. That's that setup you want. You want it to look like that. Even though I had a blocker get knocked over right here, that's just my halfback. He just getting in the way. Quarterback know he in the end zone. He got no morale, and he's still about to complete this play. A 94-yarder. We got 1, 2, 3, and this, since he got knocked on his butt, it's 3 against 4. But watch my blockers do their thing. We got Tanner Marcus and Big Ronnie Berth up there with Cody Wyatt. So let's see how this works. Because how they going to stop 4 people? Dude grabbed him. Bow. Tanner grabbed dude. What is he doing? He don't know what's going on yet. Do he got the ball yet? Let me see. All right, so dude weak. Let's see. So dude was a cornerback running over here. The ball got through. And he got blocked now. Oh yeah, see, my dude too fast for y'all to be trying to figure things out. Look, he took the wrong route. They free safety. So what they would want to do is go click and tell their free safety to start playing conservative. I mean, but I mean, like I said, this is just in my bag. This ain't like, you know, it is what it is. But I'm looking at the footage of how successful that play was for us. And so some less successful plays was the pro set half-back screen. Now, this is the same play, but to the opposite side. Wait a minute. It was still 90. I completed it more, but it didn't get as many yards because again, this is how the play will work if your team ain't built for it, basically. This is the best one I got with my fullback. Look at the difference. Hold on. With my halfback running it. This was the best one I got. So he would have been to the house anyway on that. But more or less like, here's the one where we got stopped. Still set up, but it ain't the same build. So my halfback ain't the same as my fullback. So as he gets the ball out on the outside, right? But look at the difference. That right there, that slow-ass turn was enough to get caught, if y'all can see that. This slow-ass turn is enough to get caught. And it got him caught. But yeah, so that's just one thing I'm talking about. And really, go back to the defenses. Show you what not to do more than what to show you what to do. And some people might say that's not true. Oh, you know what? I was just about to get a game and it's too late now, damn. Hold on, man. I'm just closing down all this footage. So let me see. I like contributing to the body of information about GLB online, but this is my page, and you know, I talk about a variety of things. And I noticed I've been getting some people watching my GLB videos. I hope that's becoming good for the game. Maybe we get a few people to sign up or something. So let's go back to these defenses. Let's zoom out. Zoom in big enough so you can really see what we're going over. Now, I sat up and made some defenses today on my old account on GLB2 Classic. And I made some good defenses, man. Let me see. You know, like, golly, this D right here, dude. They need this on the game. Hold on. That's D. Hold on. I'm trying to get it so y'all can see the whole thing. Wow. Every time I move it over. Look. Now, I like this D, and we need this D on the game. I'm about to recommend it. I'm just bring everything into this perspective. I'm about to recommend this D. Because let me show y'all, dude. First of all, what you gonna do on this? Run, well, okay, cool. We got everything covered, but this D is not in the game. So I had to go make it like, man, we need this. This defense handles a lot of problems. Now, that's why I like GLB Classic, because when there wasn't a D there, I could just go make the D. You feel me? But, I mean, this defense handles so many problems. You can run this same defense. If you look at the coverages, you can run the same defense all the way maybe up to 5 wide. Yeah, 5 wide receivers. And so making a defense like this is another chess game. And if you like strategy and you like logic and stuff like that, you probably like doing stuff like this. And so really what I did was took the left inside linebacker and the left outside linebacker and told them to double cover the tight end. We don't got that. We got double covered C2 tight end double out of the 3-3-5, and they do it differently. But what we needed out of a 4-4 or a 4-3. This is a 3-4, but I made it look like a 4-4 because it's shallow. This accomplishes a lot on the game. Now all of that wide receiver hook spam is over. All of that tight end, and if you want to send the tight end on the out, we got 3 people on top. We got 2 people on the tight end and over the top coverage. Wherever these corners go, they lock down man to man. If they go into a zone to where it might be a deep pass, they double teamed. I could go through all the formations with this new D, and it might get blue because sometimes I would make a D like this and they'd just be like, okay, everything is here. But since my right outside, my right inside, and my left inside, actually all my linebackers are in man coverage. So this is just, it will work as effectively as a cover 2 man would work at stopping the zone. But we've covered more here, and when we come to single back bigs and stuff like that, when it's only one tailback, then the right outside linebacker actually goes to the BTE. And so I'm about to recommend this D because I need this on here. I was making some ill Ds. So yeah, when you make it, like I'm saying, when I say setting up defensive packages, more or less thinking about my team is going to be a veteran team next year, one of my teams. And I'm going to want this defense on the game, so I'm trying to get it recommended right now. This is just one of them. But when it comes to scheming, you could make a lot of Ds and get blown out running your own D. Let me see. Here's another that I made. It says there's nothing to show here. I don't know what happened. Let's see. Hold up. All right. This is all right. Why every time they want me to do something, the picture keep disappearing? They want me to download something or something? Oh, well, every time I pull up the picture, it keeps disappearing and saying there's nothing to show here. There you go. Let me see. Oh, okay. They having fun. Sometimes you do stuff and the computer just start having fun on you. And you're just like, okay. So I can't show any more of those for some strange reason. Every time I'm Dime CB4 Tigers. Hold on. Cool. Don't take. Oh man, it only lasts. Maybe I'm gonna use a different editor. I'm gonna open it with because it was whatever editor I was opening it with wasn't filling me. Choose another app. I'm gonna try opening it with Paint. I don't know. But anyway, making defenses like I'm doing, that's not exactly necessarily a part of the game, and I probably shouldn't. I'm just chilling. You feel me? But, you know, that ain't really part of the game. So somebody's like, this will get blew up, but every defense is not for every purpose. This ain't probably even one I want to show, but this will be, I ain't going to ask them to put this on the game because it'll get too much. People don't understand what it's for. But if you really knew what was going on, hold on. Let's see here. Dang. All right. It's just hating. Oh, well. Let's find another one. Quarter C2 tight end doubles. Please don't go away, defense. There's nothing to show here. I'm trying again. I don't know. Why is it doing that? All right, fuck it. Well, that was ill. A ill situation. So let me go back to analyzing. First of all, offensively, what's been really good for us, and I just got stuck here because when I came here, it was to analyze the defense. So using this tool, which is a tool called GLB2 Scout, we can click to defense and see our defensive productivity. And what we'll see here is the defensive you've done, defense. So when I started this team, I was like, we're going to be called the Double Tigers because that's all we're going to do. What's up, due diligence? I'm just doing my own thing. I ain't really on that hype today, so I'm on my football hype. So when we started this team, we thought we was going to be able to do this one defense all the time called Double Tigers. And we was going to do it, but look, we not. So now, because we tried it and it wasn't working out for us. And so I'm noticing a few things right now. Now I'm looking at every defense I ran so far, and I'm noticing a few things. First of all, I ran 5-2 under Sam Edge a lot in the preseason. Kind of did it on purpose. That ain't one of my defenses. 5-2 under Sam Edge was doing pretty good. It got a tackle for a loss 37% of the time on outside rushes. But on inside rushes, it only got a tackle for loss 9.5% of the time. All right, so here we go. So you don't want to just be setting it up off intuition. Now let's look at this. I already knew that this is one of my strongest defenses, and I kind of build my team for it. But when we run the nickel 3-3-5 middle linebacker cloud, we ran it 50 times, and their completion rate was 34%. That's probably cool. I will go into the season for that. That means they completed it 1 out of 3 times. I ain't mad at that. But anything like this, nickel 3-3-5 cover 4, I did it 24 times, and they completed the pass 66% of the time. Then you could go look at all of the data to see why. Here go a big 33-yard gain somebody got on us. Hold on. I got to zoom y'all back in again. This is the Grooves Minions they ran a short hooks. And this is supposed to be a short play, but they're going to get 33 yards off it. Let's see how. Matter of fact, we should pull them back kind of like over here. Do that like that. Oh, yeah. Look like real NFL now. Wow. All right, look. How did they do this? First of all, dude ran all out the screen. I didn't know I was going to do that. You know what happened? They adjust the view as the play goes on, so sometimes I just got to keep it in perspective. But let's see how this play transpired. So, yeah, really the problem is you kind of start learning the algos. If you're not, it's like real life. If you're not getting no pressure on the quarterback, if you build some players that ain't getting no pressure, they got a better percentage, a better chance of making a completion, even if you got good coverage. So this coverage 4, if you look right now, everything's covered at about tick 24.5. But let another hole. Now let's get to 34.5. The coverage is breaking down a bit. You see what I'm saying? Dude about to be open anytime now. He could be open for up under pass right now to the quarterback. Bow. Dude will probably hit him, but that's what you want in a cover 4. You want up under completions. You ain't tripping off completions when you run in a cover 4. Sometimes you want to get deflections. But in real football, and the difference between real football and this game is, and you in a cover 4, you ain't going to be looking for hella deflections. You want them deflections, obviously. But the most thing your coach is telling you is to keep everything up under you. You know what I'm saying? Keep it up under you. And so, yeah, they can have that pass up under the coverage. bows, because he gonna look. He got 3 tries, and if you keep it all up under you, you might do good. But let's see what happened here. He had enough time to get the tick 46. So I'm looking at the ticks at the bottom of, which let me know that this pressure that he got on him ain't no pressure. It's not affecting his skills, possibly. And it won't say he was hurried. It probably shouldn't say he was hurried. Because why would it say he was hurried? Look at all this. But see, that would constitute a hurry because this DE getting close to him. But let's see how it turns out. Oh, my God. And then the coverage wasn't that bad, but the free safety, again, I'm in a cover 4. He threw it over the coverage of, he shouldn't have got over this man's coverage. So this dude tripping right here. Because he's supposed to be back. The free safety all out of his zone, if you think about it. They run in fourths. So why is you way over here? And this is another thing about this game. Make these people smarter, dude. What is he looking at? Like, why would he even turn that direction, even if, I don't care. You ain't going to turn with your back and get to your zone. Who does that? You backpedal to your zone. Well, this makes, it depends. So this ain't the game fault. If my player could backpedal faster, I noticed that. I learned that you got to fill up that attribute. If he could backpedal faster, then he wouldn't turn around like this. And so that's 2 problems. Because he did a 360. Watch him spin around. He gonna go 1 spin. Now watch him spin to get back in the coverage. 2 spins. And he spent the dumb way. Which person is gonna spin against the ball? Now that ain't him. This is not his fault right here. You're not gonna spin against the ball to go back and put this coverage. See, this is what happened. So this is why the algorithms of the game need to fix this. First of all, this is a quick fix, Bort or Corn Dog. Do this. I don't know how quick it is, but tell the algorithms this. If you run into a zone, first of all, you're going to backpedal. In real life, you're going to backpedal until the wide receiver has a chance of passing you up. You're not about to start turning around and just because you got a zone to run to. So you're going to turn your back on the receiver to get to your zone. That needs to be fixed. And so what he should do is be backpedaling, right? He should still be backpedaling. Excuse me. Damn, that was hella loud in my ears. Matter of fact, I don't even know why I got on headphones. Oh, that shit is crazy. Look, this dude should be backpedaling until the threat of the receiver running a streak on him is a threat. And when it is a threat, why would he turn around the opposite direction? That's not all awareness and stuff because he still knew the fool was over here. So he turned around, he just did a 360 and then kept on trying to do some coverage. So that's what happened right there. I will work on that with that player. He don't got that bad run of zone. He run a zone at about a 50. He probably got like a 50 in zone coverage. So why would he do that? Anyway, that was how that play got blew up. Let's see if he consistently doing this. Now we about to highlight you. So this is how coaches will do you in real life. If you messing up, they're going to go get on the footage. They're going to highlight you. They're going to zoom in on you. Now let's see if he consistently getting us burnt doing this. He will get cut. No, he won't because he been playing hella good. Let's watch how he covered his zone again. It's the same zone. Notice that. He turned it again. This game take years to build these players, bruh. Like if you this guy is gonna be a rookie for the next 2 months. And then he goes up. So look, if he turning, but he it did right, kind of like, right? Notice that. He turned and now he running with the dude. Remember what I said earlier? Let's look at the last play, because now the receiver is on the outside of the defender, and he's turning the appropriate way to defend his zone. Remember when I said you're not going to get out of your back pedal unless the threat of the receiver burning you starts to be an issue, and it was. The receiver was about to burn him, so he got out of his back pedal. You feel me? Now he got some cool coverage over the top. He not letting him get past him. That's fine. So, look, the good quarterback seen somebody else who had more space. So this is how the algos work. This was the best throw. Obviously, we see that would have been the openest receiver, right? This right here. But if you tell your quarterback to target a particular player and they don't have fast check down, and we're all rookies now, and I don't know how many people invest a lot in check down order at this early stage. If they don't have fast check down, then he gonna be stuck staring at the man you told him to throw the ball to for longer than he would at the pro level. He might look at it until the blitz get all the way to him. And so we're gonna look at this play and be like, why he didn't throw it to the other dude? This dude wide open. This guy was still wide open enough to, because when he did, I guarantee you, I don't want to guarantee you, but I could tell, I could go and look and see. I'm going to click on their tight end and see what type of tight end he is. See, he's a natural receiving specialist and he's a superstar. Now I'm about to go see who the other tight end is. He's going to, look, he's an early bloomer, a scholar, and a receiving specialist. So who would you be targeting? If you was their coach, who would you target? You're going to target the superstar. Obviously, we just figured that out, and we could tell that's what happened by analyzing the play. So in his tactics, he has Kenny Westwood targeted. All right? So even though that was good enough opening right here for the QB to say, I could throw this to Kenny. He didn't even go through no checkdowns. And I could prove it if I went through their stats, but why do that? Who cares? We just trying to analyze and chill. Well, anyway, this tool I'm using is called GLB2. I'm just going to leave a little bit of the information up here. This tool I'm using is called GLB2. It's not in the game. It's actually an addition someone made as a scouting tool for people to get more information. And so you won't have all of this additional information if you just signed up an account to play the game. So now I want to go look at some of my worst defenses. Well, actually, this defense I ran 9 times. I'm not responsible for this. Everybody know that a 3-4 man flats, it makes the computer, it don't make the computer malfunction, but no rookie quarterback could hardly ever throw the ball on this play. Watch this. Every time. So if you're new to the game, you're going to learn the nuances like that. I mean, the little things that help your team prevail. There's certain plays that seem to break the computer's algorithm. And this is one of them. If you have this play in and they have in a big I, anything big I, it's only like one play in the big I, maybe 2 plays in the big I that the quarterback will consistently throw the ball. He's always going to scramble. So let's look at the data to see if the data provides the truth. Watch, this quarterback ain't going to find nobody open, so he's going to just scramble. Oh, he threw it, but he threw a bad pass. Because some people set their quarterbacks to never scramble. But let's notice, it's going to keep happening. Different quarterback, not finding nobody open. What he going to do? Throw a little, look, try to throw an enter. Y'all see that? Look, let's watch it again. Watch this try to throw enter. So, and now this is a 5-yard gain. Same defense. It's really hard on these quarterbacks for some reason. Look how long he's taking. Look, he just ran it because he couldn't find nobody open. So it's not that this is a great defense. It's when something about it, they be still in man-to-man coverage, but it's something about it. It makes the quarterback always want to scramble. Watch this. He's scared. He tried to throw it. Nope. They can't find. You know why? I can tell you why. There's a few things about this D. I mean, it's because half of the time we're trying to exploit something different, right? Half of the times we're in big I trying to do a tight end crosses. And so when this play came out, I remember the point when tight end crosses was unstoppable. Like about season 20, season 30 or something. Tight end crosses. This play came out and it started to shut down the tight end. Look at the quarterback. Look, he tried to decide to run. Told you. So that's a good quarterback. And so I'll be on the flip side of that. I learned about those plays and I noticed that all of those DE flats, they all have the same effect on the quarterback. So here's a new one I was testing out in this preseason, and look, 0 completions. I only ran this play 4 times to test my theory that when I run this play, the quarterback is not going to throw the ball on the rookie level. These are defensive games. This is game I'm giving you. And I'm proving it with data and sources. Look, quality, this is one of the best teams. Either he's going to, this is a star quarterback, low hype yet highly. I bet you he's a star. Nope, he's not a star. Is he a star? No, he's not a star. He's just an early bloomer. But he plays like a star because he's built by some really good guys. And so what I'm doing here is testing these Ds. I hope they don't think I'm just trying to win these games. I'm just testing this D to see what effect it have on his quarterback. And I don't think he's going to throw it, but he might throw it. Let's see. He threw it, but it got batted down by a run-stopping cornerback, which is good for me to know. My dude right here got his hand up, batted it down. So yeah, that a better quarterback is going to throw the ball. Like he's a better quarterback. But he's still confused. Look how long. But look, so that's another thing. Now, if the defense, if you get 10 seconds, everybody know the defense breaks down. So the coverage was good until my dumb ass, strong safety, excuse my language, my dumb strong safety, who really only made for speed, thought for, this is another part about the game. No place in football do you leave a man open if it ain't another person covering the zone that he headed towards. Like, that ain't, like, we know what zones are just zones. Zones ain't, you're not glued to your zone. So, but this computer thinks that the player is glued to his zone. Especially this late after a breakdown. So we need to wake up that artificial intelligence. Look, like we're going to be late into this play. So look, now this guy is all in my man's zone. So my man going to put the clamps on him. Then look, he like, oh, I'm going to leave you open now because look, was that retarded? I'm going to leave you open now because I'm out my zone. No, dude got coverage on him right here. Dude's still backpedaling. My man's still backpedaling next to him. So the quarterback know that if you throw that, that's going to be an enter. All of this is football. He's not burnt. He got the potential to burn dude. But if you throw that ball, dude got the person who's looking dead at you in the eyes got the better chance of getting. It always works like that. If you notice, and so look at this. This guy just want to turn away and run to the O. He going to say, you know what? Ooh, let's go see this R. How did they get this this paint on the ground over here and left him wide open. That part has to be fixed. If you picked up a responsibility, basically how you fix this, write this into the algorithms. If a zone defender has picked up a responsibility that is obvious, will be undefended. If he stops, then he abandons his zone. I mean, especially don't just let nobody go over the top and be wide open because you got a responsibility to a certain part of a field. So that's hella dumb. So look, he just left him open. And luckily, dude dropped the ball. Bow. I was like, oh. I mean, this was only a preseason game. But, again, we still looking at the same D. The cold part about this is a outside run. Right? It's really not going to. Oh, no, it ain't an outside run. What I'm talking about? A halfback smash. I'm sorry. I thought it said halfback sweep. So, again, this is how you got to figure the algorithms is working right here. It's not saying how many catching hands you got. It's not. That comes into play at a greater level. Trust me, it comes into play at this level too, but you got to think of how they made this game in order to be good at it. And so you got to think of what they will put into the computer to calculate whether he should catch this ball or not. First of all, look at all the people over here. You see what I'm saying? It's almost like a Hail Mary event. It ain't one, but it's going to turn to being one. Because as the ball approaches, he really got to worry about getting stuck by dude, this dude defending him, and getting stuck by dude. But making this catch for a second down. You feel me? For a 2nd and 10. Ain't even the most important catch. Like, you got to think about all of this. I'm just saying. And if so, they wouldn't have something called receiving consistency, which means when they mess up on big plays or not. So I'm not saying he said, oh, I can mess up here. I'm saying at the point when his hands is out, what does he have to think about? 2 dudes running straight at him to hit him, and a dude behind him. They doing a mathematical calculation, and I think it's calculated like, yo, it's 1 dude about to catch the ball, it's 4 people surrounding him, 1 person hella close to him, and he a rookie, he gonna drop that because he didn't want to get stopped. I don't know. I'm just keeping it butt. And I'm doing me. Hold on. So the last one we'll see is another DE flats. And so out of these examples, unfortunately, I couldn't find one where that play was causing. So that, let's just go with the data. That's not the play that causes the QB to scramble, but it's one of them. Maybe it's one of the D flats that works. So it would be, if that's what you was looking for, it would be on you to go and find that. But with that being said, I'm almost at an hour of contributing to, I hope I've done something. I just probably was just sitting here talking. But really, I've just been trying to show a few things. I want to find that D before I go. And I'm going to get ready to... Man, where's that at? I guess I didn't run it as much as I thought. But like this one, 3-4 sting pinch. I've been testing it out against the... I've been testing it out against the 2 tight end set, and believe it or not, I got it off of the Screaming Red Devils Marks for Money. Because I was like, look, this been doing some work too. Nope. Certain defenses make register on the quarterback different. I noticed that. And he was blanketed. Here it is against the verticals. So yeah, y'all know how that go. But I did an hour of contributions, and that's about all. I definitely know I'll be back doing more GLB videos and more chess videos, learning how to get whooped. No book chess over here, man. Hey, I'll be watching this one grandmaster on YouTube, and he just quit chess, and I think that's why. I think he got whooped by somebody with a 2,000 rating, and he seemed like he was like he was a poor sport or something. But I hope that ain't the case. I didn't watch his whole video on why he got whooped, but I know why. It's because of the reason why I would prefer to play this game, because this is like chess for me too. You feel me? But the reason why I would prefer to play this is because the book moves and all that, all of the stuff that you can memorize, it's like you playing another person's mind. And so I started trying to contribute with what you learned. This chess has been around for so long. All of the best games have possibly been played already. And all of the best openings are made. And so I'm not giving an excuse for my poor rating right now, but I horribled up my rating by trying to make new chess openings and stuff. And with that being said, this was a cool little GLB video. If you do want to get into the game, click my referral code. Add me as a friend in the game. And I take this stuff seriously. So don't even think you won't get fired. All right? Peace. First of all, if you ain't on my staff, you can't get fired. You could be my arch enemy. Like, we